1.1, call to order of open session. We'd like to call to order the September 2nd, 2020 Governing Board of Trustees special meeting at 5:01 p.m. By law and board policy, I must notify you that this meeting is being recorded. The Governor of California has declared a state of emergency to exist in California as a result of the threat of COVID-19. The Governor issued Executive Order N-2520, which directs Californians to follow public health directives, including canceling large gatherings. The Executive Order also allows local legislative bodies to hold meetings via conference and video calls, while satisfying the state transparency requirement. The public's health and well-being are top priority for the Del Mar Union School District Governing Board of Trustees, and you are urged to take all appropriate health and safety precautions. To facilitate this process, the meeting of the Governing Board has been made available on the district's website. Members of the public who would like to address the Governing Board regarding an item on the closed session agenda must go to the link provided at agenda item, it says 4.1, and submit the online request to provide public input form. Once you have submitted the form, please click on the raise hand function at the bottom of your Zoom screen, or if you're calling in, dial *9 to raise your hand. This will let the meeting moderator know that you have submitted a speaker form or would like to address the board. Please do not click the raise hand button unless you plan to address the board and have completed the form. If you're unable to access the link to the form, please email Megan Bennett at mbennett@dmusd.org. That's 2 N's, 2 T's. Item 1.2 is roll call. I will now take roll call of board members who are present at this meeting. Member Fitzpatrick.
Present.
Member Raffner.
Here.
Member Wooden.
Here.
Member Mock.
Here.
And I'm here. All governing board members are present. Item 2.1, approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll move to approve the agenda.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Roll call vote. Member Fitzpatrick.
Aye.
Member Raffner.
Aye.
Member Wooden.
Aye.
Member Mock.
Aye.
An aye for me. The motion to approve the agenda has passed. Item 2.2, hearing of the public regarding agenda item 3.1. Okay. We will now address members of the public who have requested to address the governing board regarding item 3.1. Okay, and I've already gone over the instructions, and we have one person speaking. So I will let's see. All right, so we actually will take the speaker after the presentation of the item. Am I correct, Holly?
Yes.
Okay, so if you have not already submitted a speaker request for item 3.1 and you would like to, please do that now. So now we are at item 3.1, which is board approval of the Memorandum of Understanding between the Del Mar Certificated Teachers Association and the Del Mar Union School District. It looks like Kathy Burks has joined us. Hi, Kathy. Would you tell us about this?
Hi, good evening, Governor Boards of Trustees and Dr. McClurg. Yes, at the August 26th regular board meeting, the Board of Trustees approved an MOU which addressed the reopening of school for the 2021 school year. This MOU is addressing the district need to reduce staffing costs. The district is offering a retirement lump sum incentive of $30,000, and we anticipate savings from this retirement incentive of approximately $75,000. And the MOU and the terms of the retirement is attached to this agenda item.
Okay, and then so this results in an anticipated cost savings. Can you just explain that?
Yes. Okay, thank you. So what happens is that when we have a retiree who is highest on the salary schedule, and the person that we hired to replace them, we're able to bring in at a lower rate. So the difference between the salaries, the savings from that is more than what the retirement incentive which for this one is $30,000, is so we're recognizing a larger cost savings than what we are paying out.
Okay, other questions before we take our speaker? Okay. Chris, can we bring Mary Ann Grossner into the call? Mary Ann, you're in the call. I think you're still muted. There you go. Go ahead.
Hi. Thank you for taking my call. And I appreciate Ms. Burke's explanation, but I guess I still have some questions, so I'll just go through with my comment. The MOU documents in your board packet state that one of the eligibility requirements were for teachers to submit a resignation letter by August 7th, 2020, which was approximately 3 weeks ago. So I was wondering why the MOU is being presented 3 weeks after the fact. Also, the public would like to know how many teachers actually took the early retirement by the August 7th deadline, and what were the total cost savings determined for year one. So I heard Ms. Burks talking about bringing in lower rated teachers and stuff like that. So, but I just, it's still not quite clear what the savings are based on. And I was just hoping maybe a little more clarification on that. Thank you for the opportunity to speak.
Okay. Kathy, would you mind addressing the number of teachers who are going to be involved in this under this MOU?
We have 2 teachers that are taking this retirement incentive, and this is comparing their replacements who are taking their position. So the 2 certificated non-management were with the district for many, many, many years, and they are at the highest or close to the highest salary range on the salary schedule. And the individuals that had come in to replace them, because they're brand new and depending on how many years that they may have in experience, came in at a lower salary amount. So it's the net difference between what the old salary is and what the new salary will be for the 2020-21 school year. Net of the retirement incentive. So that $75,000 is a true savings that the district will see because of this retirement incentive. This was not in the original MOU, and so, but it was different parameters because the MOU that went in August 26th was the regarding the reopening, and so we brought it to the special board meeting, which is the retirement incentive, and it was the timing of when the MOU was approved and assigned by the Teachers Association. So that's the timing and bringing it for approval.
And I just have one more question. That's a 1-year cost savings, what you're talking about, right?
Right, because it is just a lump sum 1-year payout. Yeah. We're not doing the analysis over past this first year because we want to recognize the savings in the first year, although we know that we will see a savings in the future years based upon where the new hires are at and how they progress along the salary schedule.
Yeah, but if they had retired at the end of this year, you wouldn't have received any more cost savings. So it depends on when they actually retire. So that's why I'm making sure it was just this 1 year.
Just 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay, other questions? Jua?
Kathy, is this a one-time thing? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I think the last time we brought a retirement incentive was back in 2012.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And just regarding the dates, we're able to not, I'm still a little bit confused about if we submitted this before or after, I think the 7th, the speaker mentioned, and we're able to not have that date because we're bringing it forward in a special board meeting.
So what happened is that there has to be a deadline that an employee would submit that I'm going to retire and take that retirement incentive, because there's also hiring that has to go on with that. And so human resources does, there's like a break even that if we're going to have a retiree and we have a retirement incentive, then we have to have a certain amount of retirees and the replacements to make that even feasible to do. Because if, for example, only one retiree came out and the replacement was going to be high and there wasn't a cost savings, then we probably would not move forward with that retirement incentive. So that August 7th date was the notice date that Human Resources had to receive that an individual was interested in retiring and was interested in the retirement incentive.
Okay, great. And so the 2 retirees, we received their notification before that date, correct?
So they gave in their notification on August 7th, and then Human Resources was able to say, yes, we can honor that and pay out the retirement incentive once the board has approved moving forward with this.
Okay, thanks, Kathy.
You're welcome.
Okay, is there a motion to approve item 3.1, the memorandum of understanding between the Del Mar Certificated Teachers Association and the Del Mar Union School District?
I'll move to approve item 3.1.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, roll call vote. Member Fitzpatrick.
Aye.
Member Raffner.
Aye.
Member Wooden.
Aye.
Member Mock.
Aye.
An aye for me. The motion to approve the memorandum of understanding is passed. Item 4.1 is public input concerning items on the closed session agenda. We have no speakers. Item 4.2 is adjournment into closed session. The governing board will adjourn into closed session. The item to discuss will be item to be discussed will be item 5.1, conference with legal counsel pending litigation. The Zoom meeting will remain open. The board will reconvene and rejoin this open session when closed session is adjourned. We will see you soon. Hello, everybody. We're just rejoining. Okay. We are at item 6.1, reconvene open session. Open session is reconvened at 7:29 p.m. Item 6.2, report of action taken in closed session. The governing board met in closed session and no action was taken. Item 7.1, adjournment of the meeting. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll move to adjourn.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, roll call vote. Member Wooden?
Aye.
Member Mock?
Aye.
And I also vote to adjourn. The meeting has been adjourned at 7:30 p.m.